Hello there people, my name is Sho and welcome to an episode of Game Things. This week we have Senua Saga Hellblade 2, which is coming to the Xbox Series X and Series S, PC, all on May 21st this year. The unfortunate part will be the fact that the game will be locked at 30 frames per second on the Xbox Series X and Series S. Not just that, the game seems to be enabling dynamic scaling, which is a good thing as it pushes the console to its maximum potential when needed to maintain a smooth gaming experience. Nonetheless, if you're serious about frame rates, I would imagine you already have a PC anyway, so definitely stick with that. To the Xbox players, nothing wrong enjoying your games on your machine for as long as you enjoy the games you play, and I hope it stays that way for the longest time possible. The widely discussed PS5 exclusive Stellar Blade will be getting a new Game Plus mode at some point post-launch. Game director Kim Hyung-tae also said that there will be no microtransactions within the game, with the only exception if there is a collaboration with other IPs in which things like costumes may be sold for a fee. The game, as mentioned previously, demo for Stellar Blade is available now with the ability to carry forward your save data into the full game as the game releases on PlayStation 5 on April 26. Coming to the smaller pieces, Decadent is a new psychological horror, first-person shooter, story-driven game made by a new dev team called Incantation Games. This game is set to release in 2025 and is poised to not only testing your combat skills but also to challenge your humanity within. Star Wars Outlaws is also a game that has been pushed to the forefront of discussion within the gaming community with its insane pricing, starting at $70 for the standard edition, and it goes up to $130 for the ultimate edition. Regardless of what people say, I'm appreciating this official story trailer that has just been released a couple days ago, because this is literally the peak of the game. The trailers is always the best part of Ubisoft games, and so love it while you can, as Star Wars Outlaws is set to release on August 30th this year. Then, from the original This War of Mine developer 11-Bit Studios, they had just revealed that the upcoming Frostpunk 2 will have its beta test live from April 15 to 22nd of April, with only English and simplified Chinese language made available. As far as I can tell, it seems like the full 7 days of beta is accessible to those who pre-orders the game, so there might be a slight chance that the beta will be opened up to the general public for lesser days. Frostpunk is about the survival factor with limited resources, managing people, building a sustainable city of its own. The game is meant to be difficult, but if you enjoy being tasked with a job like this, Frostpunk 2 will be releasing this year on July 26. Essentially, if you're hoping for a sequel to Dead Space Remake, you might have to set the expected date a little further, as Motive Studio, who developed the Dead Space Remake, will now also be supporting the development of the next Battlefield game, as mentioned by Motive Studio General Manager Patrick Claus. Not just Motive Studio, Criterion, DICE and Ripple Effect will all be joining forces to work on this upcoming Battlefield title. Last on the list, check out the Mortal Kombat 1 Ermac gameplay trailer. Early access of Ermac will be made available on April 16, and the full release will be on 23rd of April. Coming to the game releases of this week, Inbound is a turn-based PvE tactical roguelike RPG from the creators of Monster Train, where you can enjoy both solo and co-op mode, creating powerful builds. Inbound is now available for PC on Steam. Next, Children of the Sun is another game also made available now for PC on Steam. This game is an action shooter, but the gameplay is heavily reliant on how the bullet travels, where you as the player will first locate and mark your targets, control the trajectory of the bullet the way you plan out, hence giving this game the tactical feel. Finally, we have Slave Zero X, a 2.5D hack and slash with its own style, set in the biopunk world of Slave Zero in 1999. After the PlayStation, Xbox and PC release back in February 2024, Slave Zero X just got its Nintendo Switch release this week on April 11th. As for the free games for this week, Ghost Runner is a fast-paced, first-person cyberpunk action slasher where you will travel across the obstacles, slashing NPCs, making your way from the bottom to the top. The game can be yours for free if you claim it by or before April of 18. And that marks the end of this week's episode of Game Things. Consider giving this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, subscribe and click on the bell so that you will receive notifications whenever we have a new upload here on YouTube.